Hello everyone, welcome to 8th grade math, and today we're going to be learning how to write fractions in their lowest terms. So the question is, write 2/4 or 2/4 in lowest terms. So when we're asked to write a fraction like this in lowest terms, it's basically asking us to write what is the fraction when it's the least, like lowest. As we know, we have something called equivalent fractions. For example, we know that 1/3 or 1/3 equals to 2/6 or 2/6. And we know this, we can check it a few different ways. We can write them as ratios and do it like that. We can cross multiply, or we can make a diagram, and there's plenty of other ways like plotting points and all those stuff. We can even try and use them as coordinates. But in this case, we have a simple one, 2/4. Now, how we basically reduce a fraction to its simplest form, we'll write it like this. This is the simplest way, or the most common way. We basically have to find a common divisor of both of the numbers of both of the numerator and the denominator. We know that 2 can be divided by both of the numbers present, so we're going to divide both numbers, the numerator and the denominator, by 2. Once we do that, we know that we're just dividing 2/2. 2/2 is 1, so we're technically not changing the value and just lowering it into simpler terms. Now, 2 divided by 2 equals to 1, and 4 divided by 2 equals to 2. So we know that 2/4, or 2/4, equals to 1/2, or 1/2, or 1/2. And that was correct. Let's try another one. Write 2/8 in its lowest term. Now we're going to do this a little differently from last time. This time we're going to write it as a ratio. Once we write it as a ratio, this is basically, ratios are the same as fractions. They're the same thing, except they're written in a different form. Now we have 2/8. We just have to find what is 1 to question mark. Now, ratios, we can normally do it this way in all of them, but in some cases, the numerator of the lowest term is not 1. It may be 7, or it may be 3, or it may be 6. It may be a different number, and it may always not be 1. So this is just a way when you know that the numerator will always be 1. So once we have this, we know we have to find out how do we get from 2 to 1? Well, we can divide by 2. So since we divided by 2 to get to 1 over here, we're going to divide by 2 over here as well. So 8 divided by 2 equals to 4. So this means question mark equals to 4. And in this case, we're not going to say that it's 4/1, because we know that the numerator is 1, while the denominator is 4. Let's try one more. Okay, write 4/6 in lowest terms. So this time we can just write it as fractions. And as you get practice and as you do this very common, you won't have to always write it down, and you can just say, oh, it equals to this, or oh, it equals to this. So we know that 2 is a common factor of both of them, of the numbers present. So we can do 4 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2. Once we do this, we can say that 4 divided by 2 equals to 2, and 6 divided by 2 equals to 3. So we have 2/3. And that's our final answer. So I hope I helped you understand how to write fractions in lowest terms. Once you get on to like harder fractions that are much bigger, they won't always be that simple to do it, but the trick is to find a common factor that can be divided by both numerator and denominator in the fraction given. So I hope I helped you understand this concept. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And comment down below any questions, comments, or ideas for new videos or current videos you have. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Have a great day and bye!